If you guys have been here for a while, I just have to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. Last night, my husband pulled up his little, like, all those, like, intro videos, or it's like that video with just the intros that he thinks are hilarious. And so he's watching it, and I'm sitting there, and I'm like, who drew on my eyebrows? Now, they're not, like, much better, but the evolution is quite epic, I think. Like, they definitely have come a long way. They used to look horrible. They look better now. And I thank you all because not one of you commented on how horrible they looked. So I just feel extra loved, you know? I just had to get that out there, say thank you, and I appreciate you guys just letting me go through some things with my eyebrows. Hey guys, thanks for coming back. So, what are we here to do today? You are here to watch a Pan That Palette update. So I believe this is like month 4 because I think the last time that I updated you guys on the Subculture palette was September 1st, and so we missed the October update, and now this will be the November update. I am filming this on October 28th, and it just like in this moment as I was speaking hit me that Sunday is November 1st. Like, that's just crazy to me. So yeah. But yeah, so if this is your first time seeing this, I've been working on Subculture since like June, I think. And my Subculture palette is depotted. I don't recommend you depot your ABH eyeshadows, but before I open this up, let me roll the clip of what it was looking like the last time you guys saw it, which was around September time. All right, you ready? Here is what the palette is looking like after 4 months of use. Ooh, look at all that. All right, so this, let's see, Dawn here, that's what that's called, right? Yeah. I think I've expanded the pan a little bit on it. Like this top part right here, the edges are, like the corners of that pan are so full. It's like basically untouched right there. Whereas like the bottom part, it's more thin and like worn away. So I think if anything, I might have expanded the pan there just ever so slightly, but I don't know if it's enough to tell on camera. On Roxy here, same story. I don't know if you can tell I've expanded the pan. I have been using Roxy. One of you guys helpfully commented last update that you really like to use Roxy as a blush, and I have to say thank you for that because it is beautiful as a blush. I have it on today, and I really like it. It's the perfect like pink, but when you put it on, it almost has like a brown base to it, kind of. I don't know, and that might be different like depending on your skin tone, how it like looks on your skin. But when I was putting it on in the mirror, I definitely saw like a hint of brown, like a brown pink nude blush, and I just thought it was really pretty. We will come back to Electric. If you'll recall, like I scraped it out and have it in a separate container, and we will talk about that one at the end. So this is Opal from the Lorac Mega Pro 1. I honestly don't think I've touched Opal, maybe once or twice, but I've just been in love with like pairing this palette with my Pan Those eyeshadows and just kind of like exploring other palettes and like playing around with other lid shades. So I don't think I've touched Opal. There is a new pan though here in Edge, I believe this one is. Is Edge the yellow one? Yes, and New Wave is the orange one. So the last time you guys saw this Edge there, that yellow shade was the only shade in here that did not have pan on it. And so as you can see, we have now hit pan, and I'm really happy. That means that all shades that remain in my Subculture palette now have pan on them, and this is like my oldest palette, so I'm really happy that this is finally like getting some good love. Underneath that, like I said, this is New Wave, and I think maybe I've expanded the pan on that. I'm not sure. I definitely focused more on Edge to hit that pan. So, and then this is All-Star, which I gave a break off of All-Star. I've been trying like and exploring other colors in my outer V, but it's a beautiful purple shade. It almost kind of like looks like this shirt. And I really do enjoy that shade. And then Fudge, the brown one, as you guys know, like I hit pan on that the last time you saw it. I was using it in my eyebrows, and it's just not a shade that I like, so I haven't really touched it. I don't know if I will touch it or if it will just continue to exist like this. I'm just happy that I was able to hit pan in it. And then the last two shades in this palette, it's Mocha and Spice, and these are both from the Lorac Mega Pro 4. I've used Mocha, I do know that. I don't know if the pan has expanded on it, and I don't think I've touched Spice because, again, Spice is like a good, the way I like to wear it is in my outer V, and so since I've been like exploring like other colors and things like that, I just haven't, you know, felt the need to reach into this. Our cream shade is from the Tarte Clay Play Face Palette Volume 1. It's the Solstice shade. So the last time you guys saw this, it had just like the teensiest little, not baby pan, but you know, like little pan compared to the size of this actual like pan. So I have like expanded it. I haven't repressed it, but I think that I am going to have to repress it soon. It's just getting harder. I use like a really fat, like domed brush to pick up this cream shade to set down my eyeshadow primer. And so the shape of that brush, it's large, you know, not like super large, but it's large, and it's hard to get it like an even application in the pan now, since it's basically just around the edges. So probably here by the end of this week, I will repress that. So let's talk about Edge, or not Edge, let's talk about Electric. Electric was living in this little like pot that I had. I had scraped it out because it was just so difficult to like work with, and I really loved the color of Electric. So I was like wanting to fuss with it, like put in that extra effort because I do love that color. But I don't recommend, like if you're having issues with it, like it gets hard pan, or you're just like, it kind of would like crumble. So I thought that by like turning it into a loose shadow, it would help with that, and it really didn't. The formula was just clumpy, like it didn't turn into a nice like fine powder. So I'm happy to tell you guys that it's gone. I could not be happier. Again, not because it's a bad shade, just the formula of this shade was like quite terrible, and I do have quite a few good Electric dupes within my collection now, so I don't like, it was kind of one of those things like I have dupes of it, so just go ahead and finish this one off, and then the dupe versions are a much better like formula, so I could go ahead and like enjoy that. So that is what I have been doing. I am just going to continue to chug along with this, I guess. I haven't really decided, so this is my oldest palette, and I know we've talked about like doing seasonal pan that palette, and pan that palette might not be for me, and I'm still like thinking things out, like, you know, behind the scenes. But one thing that I do think about is that this is my oldest palette, and it would be nice to actually finish off some shades in here before it gets super old. So I don't know, I might just keep working on this in 2021, but have it kind of like behind the scenes. I don't know. I definitely know that I want to continue with pan those eyeshadows, because that allows you to touch more palettes while still getting pan, and it's also allowed me to be like super creative and just have fun. So I don't know, I guess I haven't really formulated my thoughts is what I'm trying to get at here. So I hope you guys bear with me as we figure out all of this project painting stuff going forward. I am still really enjoying it. I'm not like leaving. I just, you know, I'm trying to decide what things work for me and what things don't. So, but that is it. That is all I have for you. Short, sweet, simple, to the point. We are not going to ramble. So I hope you guys are having a good day, a good night, or a good weekend, or whatever when you're watching this, and I will just catch you in the next one. Bye.